I'm Daphne from Daps Makeup, here to give you the quick tea and luxury makeup. And today I'm excited because we're talking about my favorite brand, Chanel. So what are we talking about today? It is about the new collection, Jardin Imaginaire, which means imaginary garden. Super excited for this collection. So let me show you what I got. So what did I get? So I got 3 eyeliners and the nail polish. Obviously I'm not wearing it, I know. But I just really wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. I was able to get this early, calling my local Chanel essay, and she was able to ship these out to me. I believe it's gonna be available. The rumors I've been hearing the 17th, I've even been hearing the 15th, I don't know, but it's coming soon. So it feels like within a week, it should be readily available to everybody here in the US. I'm assuming, Chanel online, I don't know, the department stores, but the point is it's coming soon. But I wanted to get this out as soon as possible to help you maybe make your decision when this does come out next week. And also I'm going away next week, so I needed to get this out as soon as possible. I swatched the nail polish on a card, and I'll show you that, but I didn't put it on my nails yet today. Probably when I do the nail polish, I'm gonna eventually put it on my nails. So I'm sure to post it on my Instagram, Daps_makeup. That is where I'm most active. That is where I post first any swatch imaging, any makeup looks, all that always goes on Instagram first. I might end up putting a short for the nail polish. But yeah, you know what, let's just start there. Because there was a lot to this collection. So I'll show you, let you know what I chose, why I chose not to choose other elements. Because I actually really do like, the whole collection, I actually think it's a really great collection. But I can't buy it all. So I had to make an executive decision and decide what I was going to keep and what I wasn't. So I'll let you know what I chose, why I chose not the others. Obviously I'm going to have demo videos. I got the eyeliners on my eyes now. I'll show you how this look came together. Don't worry, we're gonna go through it. But yeah, let me just get the nail polishes out of the way. So there are 3 nail polishes that came out with this collection. I only got one. This was the shade that I was just most excited for. I love Chanel nail polishes in general, but this shade just was calling to me, and I was like, I have to have it. So you can see, like I said, I didn't put it on my nails today, but I swatched it on this card, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what the color looks like. Like I said, I will post in another week or two what it looks like on my actual nails. So this is shade number 183. It was kind of making me a little reminiscent of another shade that I own, which is Clair de Lune. But you can see they're different, so in case you're wondering, are they the same or not? This is definitely more neon, more green, more bright. This is more of an olive gold tone. I'll put a swatch next to this one so you can see also a swatch comparison. Wait one second. I just made the swatch now, so it's wet. I know, but you can clearly see they're different. So if you're wondering, they're not the same at all. I think this is like great for the fall, and this is a great summer collection color, so it's definitely great for this time. The other 2 shades, there was a deep brown, which actually that made me feel more fall. I did like the color. The only reason I didn't get that is because it reminded me, and I'm sure it's different, but it reminded me of a shade that I already own from them, from their previous fall collection. This is number 959 Infinité. So I feel like I have a dark brown nail polish from them, and like I said, it was giving me very fall. So I might reconsider in the fall if I see, especially I need to compare and make sure I don't already have something like it. And then there was a 3rd shade that was lighter. I don't know, it just wasn't calling to me. What can I say? I can't spend my money on everything, so we went with 1 nail polish. Before I get to the eyeliners, which is the main focus of this video, let me just quickly go over the rest of the collection and tell you why I didn't get them. There's the 2 balm sticks. I've never tried these balm sticks before. And there's 2 shades that came out this season, and there's a deeper one that seems like, yes, this is made for my deep skin tone. I know fair skin people might try to use it as bronzers, but for me, it would work as a natural highlighter. And I'm tempted, just because I've never tried the formula, so I'm tempted to try it, but I had to be honest with myself. I know, like, I would use it, I would come on for you guys, I'd post on Instagram, and I probably would like it. But the reality is I don't see myself using it. I have had from other brands products like this, and in the end, I don't grab it. And so I didn't want to waste my money on that. So as much as I'd love to review it, the reality is it'd be one of those things I'd use it once or twice and then I probably wouldn't use it again. And not because it's a good product, it's just not a product that is my style of makeup in terms of highlighter. So that's why I went in that direction. We gotta talk about blushes. I know. I didn't get the blushes, which is crazy. I've been going blush crazy. I love blushes. Why didn't I get them? And obviously when they first came out, my eyes went towards the blushes, particularly the deep one. You know, if you show me a purple blush, I'm gonna go crazy. The first images that they had shown online had showed it to be really purple, kind of reminiscent. I'm gonna show you, this was based on the promo pictures, but I don't know if you remember these. These are old Melt Duo blushes. But one of my, this used to be my go-to. I used to wear this all the time. This was called Raw Honey. And this is very luminescent, I know. But, you know, it had this purple blush and then, you know, accompanying highlighter. It kind of gave me that kind of vibe a little bit. But then we got the real pictures. And then we realized it's not so much purple, it's more of a fuchsia, which that still didn't necessarily deter me because that is a gorgeous color. I know on my skin tone it'd be gorgeous. And I was planning on getting it. And then I kept thinking more, do I have something already like that? And then it reminded me, I don't know if you remember the old Wayne Goss blushes. It reminded me of this. And it told, you know, in my heart I said, look, it's funny because as old as this is, I actually ended up buying it later. I remember buying it during one at like a Beautylist sale. So this is actually fairly new to me, even though this is an old product. And I remember loving it. I used it a few times and I haven't been using it. I know. Which made me say, I need to use my products. I need to like stop just buying. I have so much blush. So I don't know if it's going to be exactly like this, but it gave me this kind of vibe. So a beautiful fuchsia blush and then the iridescent highlighter. I feel like the Chanel Duo is going to be something like this. And although I'd love to compare it for you, for me to go buy it when I own this made me realize I need to truly love what I have. So I'm not getting it. I'm hoping that, you know, it's actually going to push me to use this more because I really need to use it. Actually, the more I'm thinking, I should use it today. Maybe I'll add it on to this look. But I was trying to keep the makeup look specifically simple because I wanted to focus on the eyes. The blush was also tempting too, the coral blush. I know that would also look beautiful. My eyes were more focused on the fuchsia blush, I must admit. But even when I was trying to think of the coral, coming back to Wayne Goss, like I own this, I know it's not the same. But like the fact is I have kind of like these duo blushes. Same thing in the old Melt. I know they're not the same tones, but the fact is I have these kind of like duo blush highlighters that I need to use and love. And I've just recently been just buying a lot of blushes from Chanel themselves, and they've been always in kind of a berry and coral tones. And I'm not saying the shades are the exact same, but I'm just telling you, I own a lot of blushes. And I was like, you know what? I need a pause. So I put all my focus on the eyeliners. So let's talk about it. They came out with like 6 eyeliners. I got 3 of them. I was tempted to also get the orange one, but it wasn't available in the local boutiques just yet. But to be honest, these were the 3 that I was truly interested in. We'll see if I ever go back for the orange, but these were the 3 colors that, hands down, I was really wanting to try. Before we get, because like I said, this video is really going to be focused on these, you know, these 3 shades. Like I said, I did this eye look today, my first eye look using these eyeliners. Let me show you a demo video, show you how I came up with this look, and then I'm going to give you the tea on this formula. I have their old Stylo Ombre, so I'll tell you how I feel in comparison to their old ones. Is it better? Is it new? How are they different? We're going to break it down. So watch this demo video and then we're going to talk some more. Hi guys, so today is going to be my first day trying out the new Stylo Ombre Couture from the Jardin Imaginaire collection. It's not my first time using this type of product, But it is going to be my first time using these 3 specific shades, this newest formula. I hope this goes well because, like I said, this is a total first impressions. I kept my makeup very simple because I want to really showcase these eyeliners. In the past, typically I would normally just use one and use it on my lower lash line, but I do want to incorporate all 3 in this eye look. So I plan to use not only the lower lash line, but you know, on the lid, inner corner. Hopefully I can make a cool little eyeliner look using all 3 colors. So I'm gonna actually start with this one. This is the shade that I'm most excited for, number 48, called Dream Leaf. And I'm gonna move in closer for this. All right, so yeah, so I'll be, you know, going in closer with the eye look. I'm gonna try to go in more in the inner corner and maybe inner 1/3. I plan to use the purple in the outer 2/3, and then lower lash line do blue. I think that's what we're going with. All right, so here we go on the inner corner. So let's just see how it does on that inner V. That's kind of cute, I think. And I'll pull back later, so sorry if it's like going in and out of focus. Let me put in the purple and then I'll see how much green I want. You know, I'm gonna play as we go along, and I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides. Yeah, I hope you can appreciate the color. Everything is applying very smoothly. I'm gonna start going into the purple, and then I'll see how much purple I want, how much green I want. I'm gonna just play along. So let's just kind of start at the middle. Okay. I just wanna see how this color looks on my skin tone and my preference. So, you know, like the neon yellow green color is gonna really pop. This purple, beautiful, is going to be more subtle, which is not a bad thing against my skin tone. To have fun, I think I still will extend the green maybe just a little bit and then go with the purple. So we'll try to get a balance, but hopefully you can appreciate the purple color on my lid. This is looking fun and cute so far. Let's see, you know, how well this might work if I wanted to try to do a wing. Maybe I'm crazy for this. You know, because it's kind of thick, so it's kind of hard to do point. You know what, I ended up, unintentionally, but I'm not mad, almost kind of creating a V on the outer, going to the lower lash line. I'm not mad at that. Let's just work with it. So let's stick with that. Let me start incorporating the blue and then we'll keep it moving. All right, now we got the blue shade. And that definitely brings some brightness. I'm also gonna put it more in the waterline. Let me do the inner 1/3. I'm smudging on the lower lash line. Oh wow, that's popping. I want to do a little bit more of the purple on the outer 1/3, so let me incorporate that. I'm also gonna put that in the waterline over here and then smudge on the lower lash line. Because I kind of like the whole going purple into the blue, going into the green. I think it's fun. I wonder if I should extend the green a little bit more up top. I'm gonna just attempt to extend the green a little bit more on the lid. So here is the eye look. I did it on both sides, try to replicate on both sides. Closer look. So we did the green in the inner corner, went with the purple on the outer top and lower lid, and then the blue here in the lower center. Easy to apply, you know, and I could build it up to a degree. We'll talk about the formula in a second, but just so that you can see the whole eye look. So let's sit together and have a discussion. Okay, I hope you appreciated that demo video so you could see how the application process was, how I came up with this look, and you're seeing it right now in natural lighting. So this is the real deal. So this is what it looks like. So what do I think about them? I actually love them. So in terms of the application, they apply very smoothly. Now you'll see, I think you can appreciate looking up close, they have some glitteriness to them. So they sparkle. Now they're a little bit sheer, like clearly they got color. It's beautiful and I'm not even mad at it. They're a little bit sheer, I feel like, compared to the old Stylo Ombre. So let's get into this. Let's get into this because I got a bunch of old ones and then of course got the new ones. So let me swatch the new ones again. Here are the swatches. So let's really talk about this formula. So I'm not new to the Stylo Ombre Couture. I actually have 4 previous colors that I've bought before, and as you can see, they're pretty kind of more standard colors. They're not bright and fun as the current ones. So these are pretty standard. I didn't do like black and brown because I got plenty of those kind of liners, but I clearly love them because I bought 4. I really, truly love this formula. They're long lasting. What I love about them, because they're so thick, they're great for smudging, like the lower lash line. That's what I love them for. Let me just do some swatches of these. Let me show you. Like one of my favorite is Rouge Noir. This shade right here. Is it? Oh, actually, oops. This one is khaki, but I love this too. So like my top 2, you have khaki. This one though, I think was like a limited edition shade. Rouge Noir. This one, wrong side. Rouge Noir. There you go, there. That should be a color that should always be available. Those are probably like my most used. I have Marron, which is more of a red. And then I have this one, which might have been a limited edition shade, Graphite. Then I have Graphite. This I think was a limited edition shade. So you can see these shades. So the one thing, and I'm gonna do swatches of the new one. You can see these are very pigmented and there's no sparkles to them or anything like that. So there is a difference between these ones and this new collection. So let me swatch the new ones. So let me take the purple one. And so you can, let me even do it next to the Rouge Noir. So you can see the difference, right? So there's definitely a shine to them. They sparkle. And so, so when I say sheer, because they're so light and sparkly, it comes off looking a little bit more sheer, but it's definitely pigmented. So what I'd say is, I love these because these are fun. It's different. This is great for the summer, so I'm in love with them. One thing, like I've always used them as eyeliners. That was always my intention. But I do know people would also love to use these because it's so thick. That they, sometimes would use it, I think, all over their lid, use it like an eyeshadow or an eyeshadow base. This all over the lid might not be as cute as you think. These, because they're so dark and pigmented, I think they were a great base. These, I think, especially depending on what shade you're talking about, it might not look as pretty if you try to do it all over the lid. So I think these are really, truly best as eyeliner. Use it as an accent for color, but not to be used as all over shadow. That's what I think. I didn't bother to do that. Try it out today. I used it as an eyeliner as I've always intended. But I think these might not be as great to use it as an eyeshadow if that was your hope or intention. You should know, Chanel has 2 different eyeliner formulas. So like their other one is called the Stylo Ombre Waterproof. And so people are usually in 2 different camps, but there's this one, I have this shade in Cassis, and this is one I use all the time, another purple. The difference is, so you can see the tip is really small. So this gives really more pinpoint accuracy. I think especially great when you do it on the waterline. They're waterproof, so I think especially great if you're someone who eyes tear a lot, so they'll last longer. So they're great for very good precision, where these ones, like I said, you could tell like these are great, especially when you want to smudge, when you wanted a thicker line. So there's a different, some people prefer this one, some people prefer the other one. A lot of people stand on both different camps. I generally, as you can see, I own more of these, so I tend to love these. But like this is still one of my favorite liners. And to be honest, just in general, Chanel is my top 2 for favorite eyeliners. My top 2 are Victoria Beckham and Chanel. Those are my top 2 formulas. So they're pricey, but they're definitely worth it. I want to take this time to just mention, I know they're expensive and it's like, oh, is it worth paying for them? I just want to just point this out on a side note. Like, for example, when I was excited to get this, this shade, shade number, what is it again, 48. Let me just swipe it again just so you can see the shade. because this is such a cool, fun color for the summer. It's so unique. Now, I say unique, well, hey, wait, House Labs came with it. This came out like last year, I think. Definitely within the last 2 years, but I think it came out last year. I was super excited when House Labs got this one. I'm about to throw this away. I just kept it just specifically for this video because I was debating, should I get it? Should I not get this color because I have House Labs? House Labs. Here it is. It's not that it's dead, but this thing is now dry. Look at this. I can barely, it is dead. Even though I have a full thing in here, this thing is dead. These do not let, I remember when these first came out, I actually bought two. Another one, I immediately returned the other one because it was already bad from the get-go. This one I kept because it was such a unique color and it worked a little bit better. So I had been using it, but you can see within a year, completely dead. I'm throwing this out. I know this is supposed to be all about Chanel. I would recommend against the House Labs liners. They look cool, they have fun colors, but their formula, it's a no. I'll show you some other formulas. I'm telling you, it's worth paying money for like Victoria Beckham. Like these were some fun colors from the summer. So this is another green. I thought I'd bring it out. This was a limited edition, so I probably shouldn't even bring it out because it's no longer available, but Sour Apple, just for comparison, it is totally different color, like where this is more of a lime green, this is like a green. But these things, they don't dry out. These formulas are fabulous. So Victoria Beckham is worth it. You know, I have some really cheaper ones because the one thing about eyeliners, I know it's like, why spend extra money? You know, a lot of times I do get cheaper eyeliners just because if you want fun colors, a lot of times you end up having to go to cheaper brands because luxury brands tend to, you know, just stick to, you know, black, brown, navy blue. They'll give you a deep purple, a deep green, but you're not going to get any fun colors. So I usually end up having to go elsewhere. So for example, Odin's Eye had come out with a collection called Soul Mane. It might have been 2 years ago, a couple of years ago, and they had a whole bunch of colors. I got 3 of them. I was debating because I have this one, but like you can see what's already happening. This is another reason why I decided to go ahead and get the Chanel because it's already breaking. It's already, but I will just swatch this. It's a fun color, but it's already dying. It's been a year or two, so it did last. Like it's actually pretty good, but like it's breaking off and things. But it's a great color. I'll compare it to the Chanel. But that's what was holding me back because I knew I had this color. And so I almost didn't buy it. But then when this was starting to act up, these cheaper brands, they don't last long. But that's number 04 in case you have that one. This deeper bluer one is 09. And for the hell of it, I have a purple from them. That's number 08. And these are just fun colors. And so just because this one was starting to break on me, I decided to still get it, even though they're very similar. But I just felt like it's worth still getting it because of the quality, because I just truly feel like Chanel is just going to last longer. So eyeliners, yes, worth it. If you love these fun colors, go for it. I'm telling you, they're great quality. Just know the difference from this year's versus the typical Stylo Ombre contours is that these are gonna be more shiny. They're a little bit more sheer than the typical ones, but I appreciate it. Something different, something fun for the summer. Yeah, you know, when you get your traditional black brown, you want that to be deep and pigmented and matte, but then it's fun to do fun eye looks and have something that's going to be a little bit more sheer and sparkly. But I think it's worth it. So the eyeliners, if you see your color, get it. I'm sure I'm going to like the nail polish. I'll update that on Instagram. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful if you're trying to make your choices about the eyeliners. And yeah, so that is the end of the video. So thank you for watching. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing to my channel. But otherwise, I will see you next time when I show you the next item that happens to come into my collection. But until then, bye.